This may be hard to believe, but there was a time when this franchise did not have spaceships or submarines, no sword fights, no cars jumping out of buildings in Abu Dhabi, no last-minute escape from fiery planes, no tanks, definitely no flying, and at one point there was even friction on the floor, but no people's champ. Not even drifting. At the beginning, there was only Point Break, with cars. Hello, I'm Edgar Miranda. Today, one cannot simply deny the monumental success of this franchise, spearheaded by Vin Diesel's Dominic Toretto and the late Paul Walker's Brian O'Connor. But 20 years ago, the first entry, called simply The Fast and the Furious, because of its two main protagonists, was released to lukewarm reception from critics. Its niche audience, though, was captivated, which ultimately made the movie a financial success, although modest by the franchise's current standards. Brian is an undercover cop, looking for a heist crew that has stolen almost $3 million worth of equipment. The nature of the heist points to experienced drivers, likely part of the car enthusiasts/racers from the LA scene, and if there is someone that must know the people involved, is mechanic and tuna sandwich shop owner Dominic Toretto. Will Brian be able to get in his good graces before the FBI blows his cover? Find out the answer to this and many other questions in the next episode of Course It's Toretto. Didn't you see the trailer? Or Point Break? What sets this movie apart from the blueprint is the chemistry between Dom and Brian. You really buy their connection. And surprisingly to me on rewatch, this movie touches on some very dark themes.
A guy named Kenny Linder came up from inside, clipped his bumper and put him into the wall at 120. I watched my dad burn to death.
Also serving as a pretty good character exposition.
I had a wrench and I hit him, and I didn't intend to keep hitting him, but by the time I was done, I couldn't lift my arm. He's a janitor at a high school, has to take the bus to work every day.
While contrasting the official story from the FBI, putting Brian between a rock and a hard place until the very end of the movie.
I owe you a 10-second car.
The main cast is rounded up by Michelle Rodriguez's Letty Ortiz, who is Dom's love interest, but doesn't have that much involvement in the story on this entry. And Jordana Brewster's Mia, Dom's sister, and Brian's future wife, whose character is much more developed and connects the fast and the furious in a much more meaningful way. What these movies are known for, even today, family, started here, and it's the glue that holds this movie together, and the franchise as a whole. Without it, we wouldn't be on the road to F9. Of that, I have no doubt. In short, this movie is a slice of early 2000s cool. Fast cars, action, characters on opposite sides, both of which you can root for. I remember it fondly, and it was a joy to rewatch. So, if you've been hesitant because of the antics of its sequels put you off, do yourself a favor and give this movie a shot. Worst case scenario, you will be very, very entertained. And of course, a big thank you to TheTatermeister for inviting me to be a part of this project. I'm very much looking forward to the following entries, and now back to you, my friend.